Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning for me, which means it is time to play some more Stellaris, so welcome to Pravus Gaming. Alright, so now that it's the weekend, 8 episodes have gone up. I've given you guys an opportunity to catch up to where I am, and I've been reviewing some comments and a bit of feedback, trying to learn a little bit more about the game. I want to just address this whole Warriors of Sand thing that went bad on us and destroyed a science ship, because you can see here we've gone back to my save from 2204. I thought that I had left my science ship to do its job researching the Warriors from Sand, and it still failed. And I tried it a couple different ways, and it still seemed to fail every time. I guess I must have been wrong, though, because I think if I do nothing, if I just leave the save, this science ship should start researching it, and I don't think it's going to fail this time. So it was totally a goof on my end. I'm not sure what I did the first time that made me think that it was going to fail. But it appears that in my desire to avoid failure, I moved the science ship, which canceled the event, which lost the ship. So, my mistake. I even responded to a comment saying I'm pretty sure that even if I left my ship alone, it was going to fail. I'm wrong. I did something. I didn't know what I did. So, I must have been trying to click on something and accidentally moved the science ship or something. I'm not sure what I did. I have no idea. That was a few days ago. But it appears this event is pretty normal, and as long as you don't cancel it midway through, you're okay. Now, that said, I had no idea that if you cancel an event partway through, then it would fail and you'd have disastrous consequences. I assumed you'd be able to pick up where you left off, or you'd at least lose your progress, but as long as you do it within the timeline, you'd be okay. But maybe we missed the timeline or something. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, had we done that correctly, we would have seen here that we would have been able to reprogram the AI before it turned on us. And the AI has been transported to our homeworld awaiting assignment. And the BNA Globajich changed the age to 1? I'm not sure what that means. Does it mean that our scientist becomes 1 year old? No, he's still 37. I'm not sure what turned into age 1. Something on this ship, supposedly. Then again, something was supposed to get transported to our homeworld. But I don't see, like, a robot on the surface or something like that. I don't know. It's all water under the bridge at this point. That was a mistake, though. I just wanted to address that directly since I did give some false information that it was going to fail no matter what. Based on my testing, I just did something wrong and have no idea what I did. So, let's go ahead and resume then back to what I have been doing. And that would be in 2215. So, what were we trying to do? Right, I think we were trying to gear up for some sort of a war, weren't we? Yeah. Alright, what's Alon building? You are building nothing but on the surface. Alright, I just have to kind of reacquaint myself with what's going on. So I've been getting a lot of interesting, conflicting information about whether or not building on planets is a good idea or not. It seems to me that it's a little bit like Civ 5 in the sense that, yeah, you want to expand because, you know, expanding is good, getting that population growth is good, but there's always a trade-off, and in this case, the trade-off is higher research costs, more than anything else. I don't know, I think getting a second planet might have been good, get the population growing over in Tifham, or however you pronounce this, in Glugdur. Get some population growth, you can start getting some buildings. You know, at the end of the day, letting your population grow and building on a planet is a pretty cost-effective way of getting some resources. But the increased tech cost is very concerning. So, I don't know. It seems to me that this game is encouraging people to play tall a lot more than spreading wide, in the early game at least, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I certainly do not feel like I want to go colonizing like crazy. You know, I've watched a Roomba doing that, and it seems to have some negative effects. I don't think I want to go expand into like 20 planets, but is it safe to go for a third one? You know, even if it's within my borders. I'm not sure. For the time being, I'm not going to worry about it. Instead, I am going to worry about building up a proper navy so that we might be able to screw over these guys. I want to destroy their frontier outposts because I think that they'll lose the borders, if I had to guess. And I would like to conquer the Gaia planet because at the end of the day, a Gaia planet is really, really good. So I'll take that, and then maybe I'll just vassalize them or something so I don't have to deal with the extra population myself. I'm not sure how vassalization works in this game yet either. But, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. I just realized I forgot to set our timer. Let me do that real quick, and there we go. Alright. So, we are having energy issues still. Guess that's sort of kind of to be expected. These guys are leaving now, yes? They are trying to... Are they trying to go through a wormhole? There we go. Took them a little while for some reason. Anything else we want to be building? I mean, I already have a baseline of some 30 minerals. 31. And I did see from a comment, but I've also been watching Quill18's do his Dwarves in Space stream as well. And I know that the developer was saying that the AI goes for a baseline of 30 minerals, then about 30 energy, and then like 30 of each kind of resource. Like that's its build priority. So theoretically, because we have our minerals, what we should be focusing on now is energy, right? At least in theory. Unfortunately, I don't see any more mining stations available that would provide energy. I do see a ton of minerals, but that's about it. Maybe we should take a look at some of our spaceports. We don't have like solar panels or anything yet, do we? No, we don't have solar modules. That's too bad. I've been using those a lot in my side campaign that I've been doing on my own time, kind of learning more about the game. I don't know. I do appreciate, by the way, all the comments that have been left, and the suggestion and the feedback, and even if there is like some kind of conflicting ideas as far as how best to proceed, it's useful. It's useful to hear other people's opinions and what they've learned by playing the game thus far. I like it. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys. Continue to do that. Please, please, please do. Alright, well, our science ships don't have a whole lot to do. I think I still want to build a wormhole generator and sort of start exploring some more, but I don't think I necessarily want to colonize quite yet. It actually might be worth me building a wormhole generator, let's say, down here or over here, for example, not only to gain access to a couple new planets, maybe one over here, but also to get direct access to the capital. Before we declare war, that might be very important. I kind of would have preferred to spread them out a little bit, though. But it looks like all of these systems are now under his borders, so I can't build a wormhole station down over here. I'd have to build one over here. Which is unfortunate because it won't gain us quite as much, but I want access directly to the capital. So yes, let's go ahead and move a construction ship down over that direction. And we'll build one, so that when we do decide to declare war, we'll be able to do that. I did also, by the way, in between episodes, play a little bit with our ship design for the Corvette. So, I found a matchup, that will allow us to use our new coil guns as well as some armor, because we were going to have some power issues if I tried to have a third shield. So, I ended up taking off the third shield and replacing it with armor, which costs minerals but does not require power. So now we're using a perfect amount of power. It does cost 88 minerals for each of these ships now. Pretty pricey. Let me review real quick. What are we researching? Research alternatives, border range, and destroyers. That's going to take a little while, I suspect. Do we still have the policy going on for free thought? We do. I may want to turn that off. I think I do, actually. So, this has been nice in the sense of giving me faster research speed, but it increases your ethics divergence. And I've learned a bit about what ethics divergence is from comments, from watching other videos, and from my own personal experience. So let's me go to my my colony world real quick, and I'll try to explain a little bit of that if I can. So, ethics divergence, if we click on this population right here, we can see that his divergence is currently at 2.27, right? And part of that is because we are far away from the capital. Part of that is due to just the fact that we have a colony ship, a ship assembly. If I were to upgrade that to a planetary administration, that 20% would go away. So, right now there is a 2.27 chance per month, I assume, that the ethics of my population here will diverge. That means that these ethics will change. Now you'll notice if I go to my population on my my homeworld and click on this guy, we have fanatic, materialist, and militarist. These are the two ethics that I have chosen for my empire, and he has a negative ethics divergence. So you know these are not going to change. Whereas if I click on this guy, you can see that he is still a fanatic materialist, but he's not a militarist. He has diverged away from militarist. Now that's going to change his happiness. That sometimes will change the mechanics as far as what people are producing, whether slavery is okay, and so on. Ethics can be kind of important, and you don't want things to diverge. If it's negative, you'll have a chance for them to go back to your government ethics. So, yeah, encouraging free thought has been great, but if I had left that on, I think we would have found that his ethics divergence was somewhere closer to like 6%, which possibly opens the door for some bad things to happen. Now, it's going to be 2.27% no matter what I do for at least a little while. Until I reassemble the ship, I don't think there's much I can do about it. But we can at least minimize the risk that they're going to diverge and cause some problems in my empire. Alright, let's follow this construction ship for a little bit. I'm going to be playing on fast pretty much from here on out, I think. I feel like it's better just to play a little bit faster. Let's build a mining or wormhole generator station, sorry, wormhole station, right over here. And that should increase my wormhole radius a fair bit. There is a technology out there somewhere that allows us to increase the wormhole jump range by like 20% or something, and it's massive. It's a huge difference. Really would not mind getting that at some point. But alright, so we have 10 ships currently. They do need to get upgraded. It'll cost 158 minerals, which I think is probably something we can afford to do right now. So we will after it is repaired. This science ship, what are you doing? You just retreated from that guy's space. So there's nothing for you to do right now. Complete. Which is fine. And you have nothing to survey. So why don't you just go ahead and go home. Go orbit the planet. And don't cost me quite as much maintenance. It's almost like mothballing your fleet, but you don't have to repair them afterwards, which is kind of nice. Construction complete on our world. We still need more power. How are we looking as far as all that? Having a little trouble. It's going to be about 45 or so months before we are able to get another population here. I don't want to clear this off and pull somebody off research. Research is still so good. But preemptively, before I forget, because I just know I'm going to forget, I'm going to build another power plant here. And let's go to our other world here. Yeah, we're still waiting on a bit of population growth here to take advantage of this power plant as well. Okay, well, I think the best way we can stave off some of our money loss is to reduce our ship maintenance by getting our military fleet in orbit. Eventually. Let's see. Army maintenance, module maintenance, building maintenance, station maintenance. Yeah, it seems to me like our mining stations are what's costing us absolutely a ton of money. In my side campaign, instead of being industrious, I chose a nation that is thrifty, which increases your energy production by 15%, and that actually has helped a lot. I found that I was able to expand a lot more reliably in the early game, which I liked. I liked that quite a bit. Alright, so this ship is repairing. Sorry, not repairing. Well, they actually did repair anyway, which is interesting, because I didn't tell them to repair. It looks like they'll do that no matter what if you go to a spaceport. Well, that's useful to know, I guess. But they're upgrading. It looks like our maintenance did go down a little bit because these ships are in orbit, so we're draining 3 credits, not 4. It's okay. Construction ship has finished. Let's take a look at what happens to our jump radius. Okay, so we do have access to the capital, but we have access to nothing really new. I'll take that back. We do have access to one new system over here. Don't we? Why has it got a... Huh. No, we can totally go there. That's fine. Let's go to the construction ship, and I'm going to build another wormhole generator up here. Well, actually, no. No. We're going to wait until a science ship gets over here. We're going to survey it, and then I'll build another wormhole generator here so I can access all of these stars. And that'll be a little bit more effective if we're going to have to pay the maintenance on that thing. You do not have to build a wormhole generator inside of your own borders. You can do them elsewhere, which means technically I could do what Arumba did and just build wormhole generators so I have access to the entire galaxy. You could do that. I'm not sure I want to pay the maintenance cost on that, but you could.
Construction complete.
Alright, so Mr. Construction Ship, why don't you just go ahead and come home? I don't have anything I want you to build right now. The extra research would be nice, but we're in the hole when it comes to energy, and until I have a way to solve that, I'm not sure how much further I want to move on that. So we'll wait. Really wish I had those solar panels for the spaceports. I have honestly found that to be very, very helpful. But we're just going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait for a little bit. Border range will increase. You can actually kind of fight with your other your neighbors to get a planet. For example, if he increases his border range enough, he actually could swallow up the system, and it would just disappear. I have no idea what happens if you have a colonized planet in that system. Maybe nothing. But I don't know. It's interesting. It is interesting. Alright. Here's something I don't like, by the way. I do not like that in this game there's this little red planet icon, which implies that you can't colonize any of the habitable worlds in this system. But if I highlight over it, I know that there is an arid world available with 85% habitation. Let's see. That's it, right there. Why does it say we can't do this? Oh, because it has an anomaly. Okay, so maybe this would actually be green on the screen if it didn't have an anomaly that's preventing me from, colonizing on it. That actually would make some sense. Okay. Well, never mind. Forget what I'm saying. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Which is, you know, nothing new. Nothing new, really. Leader's upgraded to level 4. That's pretty cool. So, this scientist ship, have you found anything useful? No? Nothing useful at all? Okay. Find something, please. If you can find a frick ton of energy here, like an absolute ton, then maybe I'll build a frontier outpost and get some mining stations to get the energy, because that's what I need, but I'm not holding out hope. Not going to hold out hope. Alright, so these ships should be fully upgraded, so if I took a look at one of these, we'll see that we have our small coil guns. We have 2 shields, we have some armor. Would love some better thrusters, but oh well. The fire rate is nice, the fire rate Admiral is going to be very nice as well. I don't know. Let's take a look at our opponent. Contacts. This guy. It says that he's relatively equivalent to us as far as our fleet power, so we're not quite in a position where I think we can deal with him. I could build a ton of corvettes, right? Build it to my force limit, get 21, and then we could go kill him. If I do that, though, we're going to run out of energy pretty quick, because we have to pay maintenance on all those things. So I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Maybe it is. Let's go ahead and build another wormhole station. And let's get some more research. Frontier clinics, pretty good as far as getting some extra food and increasing the habitability of a new planet that you were colonizing. Like this quite a bit. Advanced government forms. Ooh. Ooh. I have no idea what advanced government forms we have for our hegemony. Regenerative hull tissue. Monthly hull regeneration. So you'd never have to repair. Still, that's not very fast. I don't know how good this is. You'd probably have to get a couple of them to be worth it. Very expensive tech. This will come back. I've seen regenerative hull tissue pop up a lot in my other campaigns, so I'm not too worried about skipping this for now. Do I go for the advanced governmental form? I believe if we get this, I don't know what the requirements are. I know that it costs, like, what, 150, 250 influence? Which we have, no problem. Beyond that, though, I don't know. Or do we want the Frontier Clinic for our main world here? The Frontier Clinic would be pretty good. It would increase the habitability a fair bit. And we do need some more habitability here. Alright, we're going to go for the Frontier Clinic. Maybe I'll get the advanced government forms later. That could be a terrible mistake, but I don't know. Like I said, this is a learning experience in this campaign. I just don't know enough about this game to know if that's really that good, if that's something I want to rush, or if it's just not worth my time. Maybe, maybe not. Come on, find something useful up here. It's not within my borders, so I guess it doesn't matter that much, but either way. We have 32 credits left. Do I have a policy that I can enact that would increase that? Edicts. Capacity overload? Yeah. I'm producing 14. This would cost me 150 influence, but I would increase my energy credit production quite a bit. Oh boy. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to pay for that. Good, that actually puts us almost in the hole, or back in the black. Minus 0.76 energy credits per month right now. Anything else I want to do? We could increase our science production a fair bit. Building cost, construction time, minerals, migration attraction, happiness, ethics divergence. No. No, I don't think so. Mostly I just need to get like the solar panels, and I need more population to work this. And this will be done in the next few months, because now that we have this hydroponics farm, we are growing a lot faster down here, it would seem. So, okay. In the next 5 or so months, we should be able to get some more energy production, which is going to make things a lot better. And then I will continue to expand the military. I don't know if it's a good idea to be early aggressive. You know, I want that Gaia world because Gaia worlds are good. But am I being overly aggressive by suggesting that I go to war? Maybe. Is vassalization a good thing? Maybe. I don't freaking know. We're going to try it because this is a learning experience. But, you know, dang it all. We're gonna find out, and it may kill us, but you know what? I'd rather know. I'd rather know so that I can play this game more intelligently in the future. Can we annex a vassal? Is this like EU4? I assume they join your wars. Do they give you some production, some minerals and some energy? Do you tax them? You know, how's this work? Mass extinction. Burned planet. One of the planets orbiting this star bears the still open wounds of some past calamity. Its surface is a roiling sea of half-melted minerals boiling into a superheated atmosphere, but Bakturian astronomers claim that it may once have supported life. A special project has been issued to study the molten planet. This is one of those things we wanted here, right? No, it's not. Well, no, wait, it is. It's a burned planet. Needs skill 2 or higher. Let me go to that real quick. You know what, science ship? Go ahead and do this first. I'm curious what this is going to do for us. And then you can survey the system. Come on. There we go. Thank you. I don't think there's going to be a failure risk here. Although, who knows? Maybe if I canceled this partway through, I would fail somehow, and the molten planet would, like, reach its molten arm up into space and pull my ship into the abyss. I don't know. Got no idea how this works. Alright, there's the wormhole station done there. Construction ship. I think you are done for the time being. There we go. We have access to a whole bunch of new systems. Let's go ahead and send out our science ship. So you can go home, but I wish there was a right-click enter orbit or, like, dock at station from this map mode, so that I could make sure that this was going into orbit and not cost me my maintenance. You know, I don't want to have to jump in here every time. It just feels like there's a lot of extra clicking involved for no good reason. I don't know. I would change that, personally, but I don't know if everyone else would agree. Alright, so we have some level of energy coming in now. Let's take a look at this world. So we have the population. This is not as much energy as I thought it would be, though. It was supposed to be 3 credits, right? But we went from negative 0.76 to plus 174. So it seems to me we got 2 credits, not 3. Is there maintenance on this building? It says, okay, so the basic power plant produces 2. The tile should produce 3. The only thing I can think of is that it produces 3, but there's a maintenance cost to run a power plant, so it's actually 2, but that wouldn't make sense. So I don't know. Unless, maybe it's because we just built a wormhole station stuff. How much does a wormhole station cost us? Oops, wrong world. Click on you. Wormhole station. No, that costs us 0.25. I'm not entirely sure why we're not getting a little bit more. I would have expected to get about 2.2. Or higher. But that did not happen for some reason. Huh. I have no idea. No idea at all, but okay. Let's go to our world here. We are working on the population here. This will be done in a little while. We found the molten planet. There we go. The unfortunate fate of the planet can be laid squarely at the feet of cosmic whims. Some gravitational disturbance, after eyeing the system's sun with some suspicion, our scientists named it a transient space-time anomaly as the likely culprit, forced the planet from its natural orbit to one much too close to the sun. Although the planet is slowly spiraling out towards its original orbit, it has been cooking in the residual heat from the star ever since. We gain nothing out of that. Really? We get nothing? I would have expected some rewards. You know, like we've been getting some rewards for catching up those specimens. But no, apparently not. What's this? An unidentified empire has at least 1 military station here. Is there anybody that we need to be meeting? Excuse me, my voice is starting to feel a little hoarse there. Debris we can't use. Well, let's see, that's weird. So there is an empire here. But we haven't gotten any situation about researching some new aliens and trying to open communications. Bizarre. But alright, so anyway, let's go to our main world here. And let's go ahead and start building up some corvettes. And we can do that now that we've already upgraded our type here. So I feel like we are safe to do so and not waste a lot of minerals in the upgrade process.
Anomaly found.
Anomaly found, 15% chance. I think that's a risk we can take. Do we need to upgrade any of our spaceports? We can. If I upgrade you, what happens? Do you cost me more maintenance? Doesn't say up front. I think this would give us... Well, this would give us more modules, and it would give us more force limit. We'll go ahead and do that because we have the minerals, and it's something we're going to want to do at some point, so why not? But yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at this anomaly here. Signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization. This might actually give me one of the artifacts that I need to continue with that mission. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, we are going to have to end this video here before that ends. So, thank you guys for watching. Sorry this video went a teeny bit longer, but, you know, I think it is worth it for the start of a new week. Hope you enjoyed, then hit that like button, all that stuff, commenting, subscriptions, you know how this works. I'll see you guys next time.